y'all doing out there? This is Pete over at D.I.Y Auto School tonight, and we are live. We're live over here because we got a special announcement. We just made our 100,000 mark on YouTube, 100,000 subscribers. Now, that might not seem like a lot to some people out there that's got millions and millions of subscribers, but to me, that's a big accomplishment. I started out with my YouTube channel. Hang on one second here. Okay. I started out with my YouTube channel, SWRNC, and then I decided, all this cussing, hollering, screaming with Sammy Salami and everybody else on there, I wanted to make a YouTube channel that was basically based around doing it yourself at home and showing you, the viewer out there, the real truth about what's going on in this type of industry, so you can do it yourself and fuck the middleman, fuck the big guy, and all this other shit. And I'll be honest with you, I get emails and phone calls on a daily basis, and you can get on my Facebook page. That is SWRNC Pete Hughes. If you get on there, you're going to see all the people that post all their stuff on there thanking me for all the videos that I make. Well, I really appreciate everybody thanking me to do what I got to do. But, it's you, the viewer, that's really doing everything. And when I say that, I'm talking about getting off your lazy asses out there and actually, getting her done. All I am is a teacher to show you what to do and how to do it. When I started doing this, when I started working on cars and stuff, believe it or not, I didn't even want to be a mechanic. I didn't want to be a paint and body guy. I wanted to do something else in life. And what led me into doing what I do is when I was 16. Now, I always worked on cars with my brother. Don't get me wrong. We always tinker-toyed around. But when I was 16, I got a Volkswagen. And I had to take that Volkswagen. Hang on, my phone's ringing. We can't answer it right now. So anyway, the carburetor on that Volkswagen was a 1974 Volkswagen. It was in 1977 when I got it. I was 16, 17. And the carburetor went bad on that thing. I went over to a little Volkswagen mechanic shop, and they wanted to charge me $125 to rebuild this carburetor back in 1977. And I'm thinking to myself, you got to be shitting me. I went over to the dealership. I bought a rebuild kit for, I think it was like $4.50. I bought a couple cans of carburetor cleaner. I took that thing apart, and has anybody ever rebuilt a carburetor for their first time? Well, when you open up the package, it comes with the directions, and on the directions, it shows each individual piece, every single piece lined up. Well, I took that carburetor apart all the way down to the bare structure with the tools I had. And of course, you don't have to take all that stuff apart to actually rebuild a carburetor. But I took everything out of it that I could take out of it. I cleaned it all out, and then I put it back together, and it took me about 2 days to do the whole job. And it actually worked. Well, about 6 months later, we were in a bad snowstorm out in Denver. And I slammed on my brakes and I ran into the back of this truck. So, of course, naturally, I took it over to Mako Paint and Body. They wanted like, I don't know, $1,200 or $1,500 to fix it. Once again, I went over to the dealership. I bought the parts I needed. It was a left front fender and a hood, and the trim pieces and the headlight and the marker light and all that. So I went over to my buddy's garage. His name was Pat Henningsen. And it took about 3 or 4 days to get all that stuff on there. Now, I never did end up painting it because my other friend, Shane Robbins, rolled my Volkswagen off a mountain in Evergreen and totaled it out. So that was the end of that story. But that's basically how I started doing this. Is I couldn't afford to pay these fucking prices that people wanted out there. I couldn't afford it. And as time, went down the road, then I finally started buying cars and painting them. I was too scared. To paint somebody else's car. So what I did is I would buy old Volkswagens, and then I'd fix them all up, and then I'd resell them. That way, you get what you pay for. You see what I'm saying? It took a very, very long time for me to actually fix somebody else's car for a profit. But about 38 years ago, I finally started doing that. And 38 fucking years later. I've actually been in business for 38 years. And when I say I've been in business 38 years, I've been paying my taxes for 38 years. And, that's a long time for doing something. Now, I have had like other jobs in between a long time ago. I used to have 2 jobs. I worked at Cisco Foods as a truck driver. And then, of course, I'd have my shop. So, but I finally went to doing this full time back in the 90s. But I always paid taxes on all the money I always made here. But anyway, I started making videos on YouTube. I started making videos about guitars. I thought it would be fun. My son and daughter bought me this video camera. It turned out it was the wrong camera. I took it back to Best Buy, exchanged it for a digital video camera. And then my daughter turned me on to Facebook. I'm sorry, not Facebook, YouTube. And she showed me how to make a YouTube video. And I thought it was pretty cool. Now, I never wanted to make videos of my shop because I was always afraid that somebody out there would, find out where I'm at and possibly break in and steal all my shit, or possibly steal stuff that didn't belong to me, that belonged to these cars. But then one night I was walking around in my shop and I had my camera in my hand and I made a video of a 1963 Galaxy 2-door hardtop that I was restoring. It was a black one with red interior. And that's basically what started me on making videos of cars. And when I started making videos of cars, I really wasn't interested in showing people what to do. I was basically more interested in showing them how hard it is and what a struggle it is to own your own small business like I do, and show them all the trials and tribulations of what it takes to actually fucking make a living. Like, working 7 days a week. I worked in my shop today. I worked on the 67 Camaro. We got all the front suspension done. I installed the fuel line on it. I had serious problems with my paint booth. I still have serious problems with it. And that's the trials and tribulations that we're talking about, is making the videos of the electric motor that blew up on my paint booth and having to go through all the hassle and hustle and bustle of fixing that, which it ain't fucking fixed yet. But we'll get that fixed. And then I started telling myself I wanted to open up, of course, DIY Auto School, what we're watching right now. And it's become, to me, a big success. I don't have 1 million subscribers. I'm not making $1 million a month. And, I'm going to be honest with you. I do make some money on YouTube. Of course I do. And the money that I make basically pays for my truck. That's how much money I make. I make enough money to pay for my truck, and then I have a couple $100 left over. And that's how it's always been. The money I make basically stays at an even level. I don't, like, what I'm trying to say is, by the time when time travels, when, the longer the videos are on there, you think, oh, he's making more money. No, you don't. Okay. You get most of your views when the video first hits YouTube. After that, it's kind of an even level playing. And, but I don't really make videos to make money, because if I did make videos to make money, I would be a partner with, partnership programs to make myself bigger. I make videos to help you, the viewer, out. Hang on one second. Do we have a problem here? Okay, we're still live? Okay. All right. Is everybody watching what's going on? Can you give me some thumbs up? Let me know that we're still live here. So anyway, what the real deal is I just wanted to thank everybody. And I wanted to, shake a hand, make a friend. Some people just left my shop. People just left my shop on Friday, all the way from Australia. And I can remember back to the very first time. Now, this was like 12 years ago. And I even videotaped the guy. I was out working on my air compressor. Let me tell you this little story. So here I am. It's in the middle of the summer. It's 150 degrees out. Sweating like a fucking pig. Filthy dirty. I'm working on my air compressor because the motor blew up on it or something. I don't even remember what happened to it. And this guy walks around the corner. And this is the first visitor I ever had, the first YouTuber that ever came to my shop. And he was from Florida. And he said he traveled all the way out here. He had a cousin or somebody that lived here. But the main reason he came out here is that he wanted to meet me in person, because I helped him, with his car. He had an old Mustang. And that was before I even had DIY Auto School. But he scared the shit out of me, and I was really paranoid about this guy, this stranger that came over here, and I felt like, hold on a minute, this guy acts like I'm his friend, like he's known me for years and years and years, and I've never met this guy in my life. But everything turned out good. He stayed here for a couple days, and I don't even remember his name. Go back into SWRNC, YouTube channel SWRNC, my friend Pete, and you'll see the videos about this guy. But he was a really nice guy, and I don't know what happened to him. We lost contact. But the real deal is I helped this guy out, and it made me feel really, really good inside. So I just want to thank everybody for watching my videos, whether I meet you in person or I meet you on here or possibly on Facebook. The internet is a thing that can be good and a thing that can be bad. And in this situation, I got to say that it's a good situation. I've had a lot of haters come on my channel, and they got loud mouths, and they're going to say fuck off, and you're a piece of shit, and you're a loser. But as far as meeting people in person, I have never met anybody in person that has said, hey, you're that asshole on YouTube. Everybody I've ever met in person has been really, really nice. I'm going to tell you one more quick story about meeting somebody in person, then we're going to say goodbye. I was actually going to California. Me and Minnie went to California to pick up a 1955 Buick. So we're out in the middle of nowhere in California. I don't even know where we were. We stopped at the gas station to get gas and go to the bathroom. And I'm in the bathroom doing my thing. And this guy walks in and says, real loud, you got to be fucking shitting me. And I kind of turned my head like, what is this guy? This guy's acting loud. And I thought he was on the phone. And he goes into the stall. And all of a sudden, he says real loud, he says, son of a bitch, I broke up with my wife today. My truck broke down on me. And then this fucking happens. And I'm thinking, what the hell? He's got one of those little things in his ear, and he's talking to somebody. He gets done taking a leak. He comes out of the stall. I get done taking a leak. And I'm getting ready to turn around. He goes, I can't fucking believe it. It's my friend Pete in person. I mean, this guy's in the bathroom out in the middle of nowhere in California. And the fucking guy's watching my videos. And he's freaking out because me and Minnie, the body shop girl, are in the gas station getting gas. He goes, you don't understand. You made my day. I just broke up with my girlfriend. My truck's been breaking down on me. And then I meet you, my friend Pete. Well, so, he walks outside, he meets Minnie, the body shop girl, and so that was pretty unusual. On the same trip, coming back from California, we're in Kingman, Arizona. We pull into a gas station on the outskirts of town, And this quad runner with all this camping gear and shit, you know what a quad runner is, a four-wheeler. Well, all this camping gear on it, he follows us in. I get out to put gas in, and he pulls right up next to me and says, I can't believe it, it's my friend Pete. And this guy's out hunting. He's out deer hunting with his buddies. And he saw my truck, because on my truck, I usually have on the back window, it'll say SWRC, DIY Auto School, YouTube, blah, blah, blah. So he just happened to catch his eye, and he follows us into the gas station and, talks to me for several minutes, blah, blah, blah. He tells me the story of what he's working on, this, that, and the other. But, that's the real situation, and that is my payback for what I do on fucking YouTube here, on the internet, on, making my videos. I'm not here to make fucking money. I am getting money, like I said, but, the real deal is when I'm out there in the world and I'm driving around and some stranger comes up to me and shakes a hand and makes a friend, to me, that's worth more than $1 million fucking dollars in the bank, because I know I helped that fucking guy out. Whether it's to get him off his ass, to get him in his garage, to go out and buy a junk car and fix it, whatever, I helped him out because I taught him not just how to fix a car, but that life is a fucking struggle. And if you can't do something in life for yourself, then you aren't going to be doing nothing for anybody else. This is Pete, my friend Pete, your friend Pete. We hit 100,000 subscribers, and it's all because of you guys. And, I just want to tell you thank you from the bottom of my heart. Minnie, the Body Shop girl, she's already in bed sleeping. And I got to get up real early in the morning because the weather gets really hot out here this time of year. So I've been starting early in the morning. But once again, y'all take it easy. Keep watching the videos. Keep supporting my friend Pete. Keep supporting SWRNC. Now we got to get YouTube channel SWRNC up there on the 100,000 mark. It seems that I get a lot of views on there, but I don't get a lot of subscribers. So if you're a faithful subscriber to this channel, DIY Auto School, and you watch my videos over there, but you're not a subscriber, do my friend Pete a favor. Subscribe to that channel, SWRNC. That's my friend Pete, SWRNC. And, support me like you supported me on here. And I just want to say thank you again. And we're going to go ahead and cut this video off. Y'all take it easy and keep learning. Keep learning, not just cars, but life. All right? I always try to tell everybody that I get a lot of phone calls of people that are depressed and down and out of it. And, they just really ain't got nowhere else to go, I guess. I get a lot of calls from people like that. And, the best advice I can give them is one day at a time. And when I say one day at a time, yesterday was in the past. It doesn't matter what the fuck happened yesterday. It's gone. Tomorrow's not even here, so why are we even thinking about that? But you know what is here? Right here. This is what's here. What you're looking at right now, this time, this day, until you go to sleep tonight, this is the only time that you need to worry about. I found out in life of my 57 years that everything usually ends up as a good thing in the end. There's a lot of struggles that you're going to take in life and a lot of, uphill climbing to get to the top. But, I've always found out that in the end, when it's all done and over with, it always turns out good. So we'll see you later. And thanks a lot, everybody, for your support. We'll see you later. Take it easy. We got to go. I'm trying to read comments over here, but my friend Pete, I don't read a lot of comments, but I appreciate all the comments. And that's Minnie's situation. She's not here right now, and she wishes she was, or I do. But we got to go. Take it easy. We'll see you later. I do got my little buddy here with me, my little shadow. He's laying on my desk and, going to sleep. We got to go.